is Poppin' Bag Brigade? It is Sunday morning, July 21st. I know that I've had several requests um, on trading, getting into trading futures from a lot of members or just whoever. So I figured instead of explaining it in person, I would go ahead and just do a YouTube video about it. So that's what we're gonna do right now. As you can see on my screen, because I trade futures on ThinkorSwim from Charles Schwab, the old TD. Now, when you pull up your ThinkorSwim app, um, this will pop up. You have live trading, which is like my live account, but we're going to focus on paper trading because that is what I recommend anybody who's going to get into trading futures. You start by paper trading. Um, I'll get into why, but let's just go ahead and open this up. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. So now I don't know how many of you actually are familiar with Thinkorswim. It is a very complex uh, platform, but it's probably the best platform out there. Um, the amount of data that they provide you for free, just from futures for, I mean, they have everything. But the only issue is it takes a while to get used to using it. I'm not going to go over that in this video, but I will definitely do another one, or I can send some links or something later. But right now, so this is how this kind of all works. Bear with me one moment. Normally, it will take you to the home page. Well, it doesn't matter. Look, here's the deal. Right now, I'm on charts. Okay. Okay. And I click charts. Right. And so right now it's showing meta, but I can type in anything. Right. And I can even look at futures. Um, Now, these are your studies, right? Meaning a study is uh, like your indicators. So, for instance, if I double click this, that's my VWAP. And actually, I kind of want to change the color now while I'm at it right now. I'm gonna give it a different kind of green, a lighter greenish, bluish tint. Yep, exactly. Okay. And actually, what I'm gonna do is go ahead and remove these exponential moving averages for now. Okay. Just to make it look a little cleaner. Um, this is the anchored VWAP, and then this is VWAP. I'm not going to get into the difference in what those are exactly right now, but I'm just trying to explain a couple things. So, um, when you first sign up, oh, here's the home screen. So this is what you're normally just going to see when you first like open up Thinkorswim. Um, you're gonna have to really customize like the way you want your thing to look. Now, I can definitely share my workspace and with the link so you guys can have it, but I'll put the link in the description, okay? But anyways, let's go back to charts, right? Okay, so this is just really for chart, like just to chart. Now, if I wanted to come to trade, you have all products, which is going to be your options chain, forex trading, which I don't do, futures trading. Okay. And I'm going to explain this stuff right here on the side, but we're going to go ahead and just use ES. as a example on this. I'm going to put it on the 15-minute time frame right now. And then I can zoom like that. Okay. This right here is also a like a link that I can also post. It doesn't just come naturally with ThinkorSwim, but it's helpful when you're trading futures. So let's begin. On your paper account, right? I highly recommend. Um, I highly recommend using uh yeah, margin you have to for futures, and then I recommend using about what you would be trading with. So for instance, let's say $10,000. Okay, if that's reasonable, because you're gonna because of margin requirement. I mean, you can't really play trade futures without at least somewhere at minimum around $5,000 to $10,000. It's just the way it is. Um, so let me make sure that that actually worked. How do you? I forgot how to turn the. There is a button for it. Bear with me. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. So it says I have 11,000 because I changed my See, like I changed it to 10. So that's how you would do it. That's how you'd see exactly how much. So, anyways, we're gonna go to trade. We're gonna go to futures trade. Now, the way futures works is basically, for instance, ES, right? Uh, you don't really, or you're not really buying a contract. What you're doing is you're setting um, aside margin. And actually, we need to use MES because the margin requirement for ES is more than 10,000. So MES's margin requirement is if you pull this down and you come to futures, MES is about $1,400. Okay, and tick value. Um, so futures trade in ticks, and I'll explain that in a second. But so a tick value, so the tick size for MES is a quarter of a like 25 cents basically. It's 25 cents. So for every dollar or for every 25 cents, you're getting up. If you're betting long, you're gaining a dollar 25. For every dollar that goes up, you'll get $5. Depending on how many contracts you're holding, that can multiply. That's how you kind of read this. Like for instance, the micro crude oil futures, their tick value is a $1 move. I'm sorry. It's their tick value is $1. But look at the difference here. So for every penny that the uh micro crude oil futures moves, every penny you either gain or lose a dollar. So it varies a lot. And for instance, I'm just going to show you like some of these crazy margin requirements out here for some of these other things you can trade. For instance, Bitcoin futures, almost $90,000 for margin requirement. Okay, you would get $25 for every tick, and each tick size is 5 ticks. So every 5 ticks, or I'm sorry, every $5 that Bitcoin futures would go up or down, you would lose 25 or gain $25. But we're not going to be playing that right now. We're going to stick to the MES. It's the only thing you're going to be able to afford on a $10,000 account. Now, what you do is you come over here. If you don't see this bar on your side, all you got to do is come up here and make sure you just have that click, show sidebar and cells. Okay. So you want to open up Active Trader. Okay. You can even open up level 2 if you want. I don't typically do this, but you can. Oops. Okay. So it's not trading right now because futures are closed. But here is how this would work. Here's your price, right? So if you wanted to go, let's say, let's go back here a little bit. Let's go to the 1 hour. Okay, as you can see, I mean, obviously it follows the S&P 500. Um, yeah, we're at a pretty, crucial level of support. So what I'll do here, I'm just gonna draw a line right there. Okay, and then now we can kind of zoom in on it a little bit. Now, now I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but if I were to do this, let's see, my margin requirement is 1,300. You have 10,000, so we're gonna start with 2 contracts. Okay, here's your quantity, and we want to go long, right? So here is where it's currently where it closed at. So you can buy here or you can buy cheaper, right? You can buy 2 or whatever. But then so let's just say we want to get it a little bit lower. We want to get it maybe we want to get it right. Right here. So about 5527. Okay, let's actually not do that. Let's do it around as you can see the lines kind of coming up. Let's go ahead and do like 5542. Okay, so we're gonna click. Yep. Then we're gonna send. So now that order is placed because obviously futures are not open. Now, you want to set your stop loss. You're gonna come to the sell side, right? Okay. So it, depending on your risk tolerance, you can set your stop loss wherever you would like, but I would say, somewhere around this number right here. And we'll set the stop loss. Cool. You can adjust them on here too. You can move these up and down. Now, when this does open, and it goes, and let's just say it goes the way we want it to go, it goes up. You can move your stop to break even. That way, no matter what, you're not going to lose any money. Now let's just pretend now that options are trading currently. Okay, I mean futures. And it is, you know, you're getting to a level where you think that maybe you should take profit. So you have 2 options here. You can sell one of them uh, at your stop or wherever you want to. Okay, so you could sell it. You could set a sell limit, right? So let's set a sell limit right about here. Yeah, so we'll set a sell limit for 1 right here. Okay, it's pretty simple. Now, um, so now remember this. Remember this. Let me show you. So these are the ticks. What did I say? It was A tick size is a quarter, so I should probably actually adjust that. Um, I want to do tick value, and I want to do 25 ticks. So it's going to look a lot crazier because, I mean, each one of these things, if I did one tick, it would look absolutely insane. I mean, almost uncomprehendable because, yeah, so I don't, don't recommend it. I would just stick with the either the 50 or the 50 tick or the 25 tick. We're going to go with the 50. Okay, cool. So, but remember what I was saying. Okay, so each each tick, the tick size is a quarter of a dollar, so 25 cents. And so every 25 cents that it goes up or down, you are going to gain or lose $1.25. Okay. And depending on how many contracts you have, that could be more. Your initial margin requirement, okay, $1,441. Um, we got so right now we have two, so just double that. It'd be about $2,882. That's your margin. So that leaves you with about almost $7,000 worth of margin left. So I would say that's pretty safe. But if you had bought like, four or five of these, you'd have, significantly less margin left. And if it goes against you, and you run out of margin, basically, that's when you get margin called. Hopefully that makes sense. So that's basically the gist of it. Okay, it's not that difficult. Now I do want to mention something else. So you can there's a button here. There's two buttons here, but the reverse button is not going to work because, well, I'll explain. So instead of like, so let's just say you want to get out of the position immediately, like just get out. You're done. Like done, done, done. Like I just want to get out the market price. You hit flatten, and it'll close everything out for you. Now the reverse button is pretty cool. The reverse button basically, let's say you are, um, let's say MES went up to anchored VWAP and then it rejected, right? And you had those two contracts. So instead of selling and then rebuying, you hit the reverse button. And what it does is it sells your longs and then uh, it puts you into shorts, right? That simple. And then if it goes down, it's a really cool feature to have. I just can't show it to you right now because obviously the market is closed. Um, but yeah, so you can look at all sorts of types of features in here, and it gives you all the information on margin requirement, tick size, and tick values. Um, yeah, and I highly recommend not trading futures on Webull. I think that ThinkorSwim is the best platform out there, and their paper trading is really easy, and it's just a great learning tool. Um, I don't want to make this video too long. I could go a little bit further into depth about some of this stuff. Like, for instance, active trader. This is like if you wanted to, you know, trade options on a stock or something, right? So we'll just do Tesla. I hate when it does that. Let's look at SPY. Okay. You go to all products. Here's your option chain. We'll look at the July 24th. Here's your chain, right? And we'll choose a random option real quick. Calls, puts, by the way. And this is an ascending order, which is strange. I don't like. I like the numbers to go from up to down, not down to up. But there might be a way to change that. I don't know. Let's see. At the money, call strikes for SPY. for July 24th. Let's go a little bit further out of the money. Let's do like 553. Okay, and so you can analyze it. You can buy. You can add it to your watch list. Okay. Um, there's a lot of things, that you can do to this. Let's see. Well, anyways, let me just copy this and let's go back to Active Trader. Got your dashboard, what you don't want. Here's your option chain. Perfect. So never mind. Disregard what I said earlier. I didn't realize the option chain was right button was right there. So there's your option chain again. And we said July 24th, and we said oops, almost there. I wish I could see. Okay, so we wanted to do the 553. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and put it right next to it. There's the option, right? On a there you go. Oh yeah, sorry. I gotta get rid of the futures thing. 1 second. Load study set. We're gonna go for smaller time frames. There it is. See, and then we're gonna go style. We're gonna load. Check. Yep. All right. So now you have your option right here. Now you're gonna open up Active Trader. Okay. And then here's your option prices. And you can put your same thing as futures. Okay. I know this is supposed to be a futures tutorial, but I'm just trying to, it's the same concept. Okay. So with that being said, I will, let me actually get rid of that. And what I can do is I can share my workspace. Yep. We're going to share it. It's going to give me a link. It's not gonna, nothing's gonna pull up on the link, but I'm gonna copy it and I'm gonna put it in the description of this video. I really, really, really hope this was helpful. If it wasn't, then I will do another one, a second portion. But other than that, miss all my bag brigaders out there. Hope you're enjoying your weekend, getting ready for the week, and yeah, Chuck Boomberg signing out.